Hello and welcome to another Minecraft video here on Donut SMP. And as you can see behind me, someone has finally found my monuments and crystal PvP'd inanimate blocked objects. So I wasn't even here. So they blew it up all on their own. Which leads me to my next topic. The server is boring. Kelp farms after kelp farm, boring. Streamers getting trapped 50 times, boring. The honey market, the honey block market, boring. It's fake and inflated. You go to orders, honey block, you write down their names, and you will see these names, the majority of them, on the auction side, selling them at like 3 to 5 times markup. So no one wants honey blocks, and I feel like I've conquered the bee farm on Donut SMP, and I got so bored AFK in a bee farm that I decided to build all these monuments. So they left over half the honey in the honey elevator, so it leads me to believe they didn't even take anything. They just blew it up and left it on the grounds. For example, the minecart track itself, all the valuable parts of the minecart track are still intact. They may have took some of the track, realized that it takes a lot of work collecting all these items, and they gave up. And then they even gave up destroying everything. They didn't even blow everything up. They left parts of the flowers, parts of the bees, parts of the bee nest. You tell me, man, what is the patience of a 12-year-old playing Donut SMP? They watch their favorite streamer and they spend their entire afternoon trying to trap the streamer for a couple laughs. So, and not only that, you watch a streamer and they rate bases, but the majority of the time it's a kid in a hole or a kid in a kelp farm, and all of that is just astronomically boring. So now that it's over, I might be able to take a break from Donut SMP and do something else, more fun, because the entire idea behind Donut SMP is absolutely boring. What can I do with the rest of my money? I don't know. Maybe I'll buy the rest of the honey block market, and maybe I'll take the time to tear everything back down and make it new. Make it a brand new pristine area. Fill in all the holes. Make it look like nothing ever happened. And wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? But one other thing. This may have been an inside job. See, this kid that stopped playing for 2 or 3 weeks has a plus sign. And so he has the ability to make multiple homes. And of course, he made a home here in my structure land, my monument land. And before I logged off last night, he started placing diamond blocks all over my minecart track. Well, I have half a mind to believe that he held the loot drop in my monument area. But you have to remember, I built all of this entirely to be looted and plundered, right? But I don't think they looted or plundered anything. The blocks that made these structures were more expensive than the honey, all the honey that I put in the bee nest and the bees. So there's that. They may have farmed the logs in the tree, but I don't even think they had the patience to do that, because you can farm logs more quickly than you can farm that tree behind me, right? It would have been much more quick to farm logs with an amethyst axe and some bone meal, and cheaper and less time consuming than to farm all the logs in that birch tree. So He may have just held a loot drop and then everything blown up, which is cool. I can go do something else, but I may have a trick up my sleeve real quick here. As you can see, my farm is still intact, and once again, I feel like I beat the game. I conquered the bee farm, and and then the honey farm itself is fake and inflated. So I'm going to go ahead and buy back all my honey blocks. Potentially they're my honey blocks. I don't know any other honey block farmers on the server. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. I've got a bunch of shulkers here, and I'm going to just start buying all the honey blocks on the server. Now I've already looked it up. It costs about 69 million to buy every honey block. So let's... Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to start somewhere else. There we go. Let's buy one next to the green. Now I did the math. Like I said, it cost 69 million to buy all the honey blocks on the auction house yesterday. I can't imagine it changed that much. It totals to about 4,800 honey blocks in total, which fills about 2.5 shulkers, or almost 3. Three shulkers. So I have 6 shulkers out, but I don't want to buy whatever is in that, so I got to be careful there. I don't think anybody knows what's happening right now, but let's find out what happens when you buy the entire honey market. Where is all the honey? Who has all the honey? I don't want to buy 500k. That guy's just scheming. Someone's trying to buy the 100. Let's get the 64 blocks before it's too late. Someone might be on to me. Someone might be on to what I am trying to do. We'll see. We'll see if anyone catches on. I still haven't even filled up my inventory yet. I spent about 40 million so far. Someone... Oh, my inventory is full. This guy I know for a fact that I filled thousands of honey orders for. So I'm pretty much just buying my honey block back. So any profit I made is just probably break even. Like I said, we're going to leave that guy with the over expensive 500k per 5 block. That's just ridiculous. We'll buy that block, I don't care. 29 million. $79k. Okay, there we go. I am making a couple people happy right now. If you... Oh, there's only one page of honey blocks. I wasn't even able to buy my 3 shulkers. Well, didn't I say it was only about 2.5? Okay, yeah, three shulkers full of honey blocks. And it didn't even cost me my 69 million. It only cost about 50 million to do that. So someone... There we go. Top VSC. I think we found one of the other players in the Honeybot auctions. 500 million, I don't even have that much. 100 million. And then the average cost here, let me pull it up. Like I said, I did the math here. Let's zoom in here. I put in all the honey blocks and the honey block orders. See this ESSE MGL, he's greedy, he spam TPA'd me. I had to ignore him. No name, no image. Now he is the average seller. I was selling the majority of my blocks for 15,650. So of course he's right on my mark. So he's the average. Now this guy might be an order bot. I caught him ordering thousands of honey blocks at 10K, and he's been selling them for 12K 500, so about 2,500 block piece. Flip Sparkly, he might also be another auction house bot. Mizia Zek, I don't know how to pronounce it, possibly another mine auction house bot. Minecon 427, also possibly another order auction house bot. And as you can see here, 68,004,872 blocks at an average of 14,000 per block. So I can turn around and sell every block for 30K and make double my money. So 69 million times 2, right? So let's real quick look. Okay, there we go. We got one at 35K. Can't even buy it. So I could turn around. The next highest is 78K. I could literally just start selling these, and they'll probably be bought up by the same auction house flippers as before. So there's no point in selling honey blocks. There literally is no point, because I already understand that the market is fake and inflated. It's all bots. There's very few people playing the game. All right, so let's put these away. As you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, here's some more. About 5.5 shulkers full of honey blocks now. So there's that. I guess I'm gonna AFK in this farm until it gets found, and then finally I might be able to do something else on Donut SMP. I might spend the rest of my afternoon tearing apart the rest of the structures I built, like I said, to make it brand new and pristine. Sorry for the long video, but was it boring? Because yeah, the entire server itself is pretty boring. So have a good rest of the day. We'll see what happens. I don't think I'm ever gonna build a kelp farm. Those are boring. So we'll see what else I can do on Donut SMP. I might even find a new server to play on, because I need a challenge.